One of the common approaches in the implementation of large projects, particularly at the initial stage, is the establishment of an SPV, also referred to as the project company. An SPV, or Special Purpose Vehicle, is a separate legal entity, typically incorporated as a limited liability company or a private joint stock company, whose activities and obligations are confined to a specific project. The rationale behind this structure is that if issues arise during the execution of the project, the associated risks and liabilities are intended to remain limited to the project company and not extend to the parent companies. In the case we were involved in, part of an oil project, including the procurement of equipment and the management of operation activities, was assigned to a project company. During the execution phase, the project encountered serious delays. Equipment was not delivered on time. The execution schedule was disrupted, and ultimately this situation resulted in additional costs and the partial suspension of operation for the employer. When the employer sought compensation for the losses, it became apparent that the project company did not have sufficient assets to effectively compensate the damages incurred. In such circumstances, corporate law recognizes a doctrine known as piercing the corporate veil. Under this doctrine, when it is established that the project company lacks genuine independence and is merely used as a formal structure to limit the liability, the adjudicating authority may disregard the company's separate legal personality and look beyond it to the persons or entities behind it. The application of this doctrine is subject to certain conditions, including proof that actual control over the project, key decision-making, or project financing was effectively exercised by the parent company, and that the project company did not play an independent role in the real management of the project. In this case, we entered the proceedings as counsel for the employer, and by relying on this doctrine, we able to establish the existence of such control and involvement by parent company. As a result, the losses became particularly recoverable, and the employer was able to enforce its rights against the assets of the parent companies. Thank you for watching.